Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Gemini. If Gemini is your solar, lunar, ascendant/rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. And so this is a bonus reading for Gemini. And our card tonight is the Queen of Wands. Excuse me. And this, the card is from the Tarot of the Abyss deck. And I also just have to apologize. I'm still coughing. This period of ailment is slowly passing. It is taking its time. So I appreciate you kind of being so patient and understanding. So let's see. What was I going to go with first? Let's do the little, if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. It is free to free to subscribe. My goodness. Let me get a little drink here. You can tell this is my last reading of the night. My voice is clinging to life here. Now, we have a face right here. You can see the eyes, the nose, the mouth. It looks like maybe an older woman and maybe wearing kind of a dress. Maybe with a cane, or actually kind of looks like holding a cup. Okay. And so here I'm seeing it looks like a question mark. It also looks like a money sign, but backwards. Now we have an X, okay, next to it or underneath it. And I really feel like there's a question of money here. I almost wonder if this is somebody who left you money or will be leaving you money. Maybe you don't know about it, okay? Kind of wondering, like, maybe this is somebody that you don't know well. Maybe this is like a family member you knew when you were young and you haven't seen them in a long time. Or it could be that you had expected, like, your grandmother to leave money, and for one reason or another that didn't happen. But I do think that there is this kind of sense of separateness here. Almost kind of a something happened, some kind of event happened that let's see. Come over here, Mama. Maybe some kind of family dynamic shifted, some kind of falling out happened. I don't know if this happened with you directly or maybe with your parents. But I do feel like there kind of was a time where you maybe lived in close proximity to this person, but then maybe moved away. I just feel like there's been years where you have not seen them. And I don't exactly understand what happened there. But I do think that there is the question of money. And I don't think it's kind of an unreasonable question. I think you're coming from more of a place of just logistically and what is this going to entail, and these kinds of thoughts. I don't think that it's like you're, vying to get like the lion's portion of this. So I do think that it's something that's been on your mind. Now, I also feel that there is a sense of feeling like you missed out on this connection, this relationship, and almost kind of a sense of lamenting not knowing more about their life or asking more questions. Now, it could be that they're still around and there's just this kind of wall between the two of you. It could be that they are just not kind of cognitively there in the way that, that you would need to be to have a coherent conversation. And so I feel like it's just, it's kind of a thing that you are you are, well, you're sad, of course, but I feel like you understand this is kind of, it happens. This is life. Things, we miss our chance sometimes. And so, I think that, but see, I feel like they're just really coming through as well. And I'm seeing that there is something to do with strawberries. I wonder if they grew strawberries or they had a lot of strawberries around their house, maybe in their backyard. And it's like they're trying to show me something. They want you to see something. Kind of, I almost feel like it's like it's like some kind of stuffed animal or something that they like made for you, maybe. But I feel like it's kind of like this peace offering. Almost like it's almost like they're saying they also are sorry that there was all this missed time, and maybe they should have been more proactive in kind of seeking out a relationship with you, knowing you more as you grew up. And so, I think that ultimately there's a lot of love here. And I feel like this person is very much with you. And I feel that you feel them, definitely. Now, let's see, we have a 10. No bites, girl. Please don't bite. Oh, you're gonna fall. Stop. Okay, you gotta go because you're gonna scratch me. Go on. You scratched my face a few days ago and I don't like. Okay. So, we have a large E. Maybe a word or a name with an E. We also have a 10. 1-0 right here. We have the moth. And that is emerging. I feel like you have a friendship or a partnership with somebody who is very night side. Somebody who is very kind of they live in the shadow of things. I think there's somebody that definitely kind of prone to like fantastical thinking or fantasy, really into some kind of media, literature, movies, books. Or, well, I said books, manga or, I don't know, maybe gaming or something like this. They feel like they're somebody who is not really bound by social expectations. They kind of do their own thing. And I feel like you're really drawn to them because of this. And we have the little, the moth chrysalis, I think. I don't know. Is it a chrysalis for the moth? I don't remember. But beginning to emerge from that. So I feel like there is kind of this relationship taking hold, and it is very serious, or it feels very serious in this moment. And I feel like you are, this is a beloved to you. And I feel like you balance each other out a lot. The thing is, though, I think that they're probably pretty prone to moodiness. Whereas I think you go through your emotions quickly. And this is something that I think people, kind of say about Gemini, your mercurial nature. But you don't dwell on things for too long. You feel them intensely, and then you kind of get over the situation. You find the silver lining often, and and people might not understand how you're able to kind of move through different emotions and states of being so quickly. It might feel ingenuine to other people or inauthentic, but I think really the truth is that, you feel things deeply, and it does move quickly. And in some ways that almost makes it like even more that you're not putting on some kind of theatrics about how you feel. You just feel the thing and you express it, and there it is. I do feel like, though, this is a person who maybe is also like pretty prone to maybe melancholy or darker moods. And yeah, I feel like you maybe are somebody who is kind of joyous, and you like to have fun, and you're pretty outgoing. You like to be out in the world doing things, and there can be a conflict there a little bit. And I feel like you have sometimes been made to feel like you're maybe frivolous or superficial, right? Because by this person, and I think that really it's very hurtful to you. But I think ultimately, I think that there is a connection there. Hopefully the communication can change, especially on their end, because nobody wants to be in a situation with somebody where they're trying to kind of dull your shine, and just kind of this like Grinch attitude all the time. No matter how intelligent and lovely and clever and beautiful they are, nobody has time for that, right? We have TT over here snoring. She came up here to lay on me and go to sleep. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we had a little cut there. My daughter woke up. She was not having it. She wanted mommy. So let's get through the rest of this here before anything else happens. So we have the llama, and the llama is a really not unlike the goat, a very kind of playful, loving, warm, kind of, I hate to just call them like pack animals, but they're useful, and carry the weight of a lot more than we would think, right? And when I see the llama, I think of, okay, a person who is able to kind of really be a center of healing and of nurturing, of caring, emotional, it's not labor, but the emotional aspects of a family, being a mother, being a father, a caretaker, somebody who also very much keeps their silliness and their ability to connect with their loved ones, and to be, right in there, enjoying life together, even with the burden of the world kind of on their shoulders. And so I think in a lot of ways this is very much, in my mind, kind of sums up the ability of a Gemini, right? Really making it all look so good, so easy, while, the rest of us, think, oh, well, they have it so, it's so perfect for them, and they just, their connection with spirit comes so easily, their family is so perfect, they just have this enduring and fighting spirit. But the reality, you are a person like anybody else, right? And sometimes it's so much, and other times it feels like, the ultimate blessing. So, I feel like you just have a wonderful balance with things. Again, your ability to allow yourself to feel how you feel, right? So far advanced, I feel, than most of us. A lot of us, I think there's a lot of shame and guilt surrounded around how we feel, our expressions of our emotions. Even now, myself, as in my almost 40s. I'm right at the cusp there. I've been saying I'm 40 for 5 years now, though. I just round up. I still feel a little ashamed, I think, embarrassed when I cry, which is ridiculous because I cry often, and I cry in public, and I cry, even when it seems inappropriate, I'll still cry. And you would think that I just at some point would be okay with it. And most of, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm really trying to hide it. But with the Gemini, you just are who you are. You feel how you feel. You live your life with this courage that I think, not for nothing, I think a lot of people are jealous of it. And I think, sometimes Gemini gets a bad rap for your confidence, and it's not even, it's not a superficial kind of confidence. This is like, you are about yourself. You know the ins and outs. You are an authentic being, and most people cannot handle that. People are put off by that. That's a scary thing, right? To know somebody, to experience somebody in this just crowd of people wearing many masks, and you experience somebody who not only is themselves, but absolutely splendors in their own being. That is like somebody from a different planet, right? Just so I feel like sometimes, you maybe feel like people misunderstand you, and they maybe do. But when you find people who really see the work you do, your, just immense value. You are lifting the vibration of the collective, and to be witnessed by somebody who sees that for what it is, may feel like a rarity. Excuse me, but I do feel like more and more often you are encountering these kinds of people, making these kinds of friendships. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that you're putting out this lovely energy. Your aura is just so expansive, and that's a beautiful thing. It is. So, we have a 4. I want to look at, we just have a 4 and maybe a 2, maybe 42. We also have, it looks like AH. AH. Okay, let's take a look over here. We have birds, we have a heart, we have a goldfish. So there is news. There is news of money. The goldfish is primo, right? That is prosperity, longevity, good health, and there's love here. So I feel like it's like, I mean, you are just getting into this portion of time where things are really aligning in your favor and you are making good use of it. You are not going to squander this. And I feel like your ancestors, we have all these birds kind of showing up. They are going to make sure to help guide you through this work. And I can see you getting into a place in your career, in your working life where, you know, things are really like coming together in your, I mean, it is in your favor. I just said that. But yes, I could see like maybe a raise, maybe getting into like a higher administrative situation, or maybe it is that you are doing well at work, but this has really prompted you and given you kind of that confidence to fully put yourself into like the business you've been trying to start, your side hustle, making that like your main thing. And I feel like it's gonna be such a payoff here, really such a payoff. And I feel, it just feels, it feels like a blessed thing. And also I think that you are having dreams, about this. Oh, we have a 38, 38 right there, 38. But I feel like you're dreaming about, you know, this maybe grandma figure, but also there are other elders kind of coming through. And I feel like this is a time where passion is ignited. You're feeling very motivated to kind of really immerse yourself in the things that you've been wanting to do. And really, I think the underlying thing is the sense of stability, financial stability, I feel like. And I think that is coming, you know. It's just, you got to stay the course, which I know you will. All right, let's take a look. We have the Lightness of Being affirmation cards. This is the Earth Element deck. And I'm going to go ahead. We're just going to flip through to where it feels right. Oh, I just had this one, so we're going to do another one with it. But this is so beautiful. It is gorgeous. And it says, grace, trust, be relaxed. Be relaxed and awake in the luminous stream. Shimmer with aliveness. Shimmer with aliveness. Now let's do one more. I'm going to flip through and we'll go right here. Okay. It says universal love, peace, love your unique sacredness. You have nothing to hide and everything about you to love. Yeah, that's a real Gemini energy right there. That's the stuff we're talking about. All right, Gemini, I want to tell you I love you and I thank you so much for spending this time with me. It's always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. And if you would be so kind as to like the video, it really does help the channel so much. And if you have not subscribed, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. It is free to subscribe. And if you'd like to leave a comment, please do. I'd love to hear from you. All right, with that, I will tell you again, I love you. I thank you. We will talk in just a couple days from now. Take care of yourself. Happy full moon, happy eclipse, happy all the holidays that are coming up, and good night.